It's a lunch hour in Vegas, and we're on the dot with Dot and Mia here on PHLV Radio.
Hello, welcome to On the Dot Wednesday once again, and we hope you're having a good lunch, and I hope it's not so hot out there for you. So I just want to say this is a recording, all right, because you will see Mia. She's in her costume. Hello, Mia.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Mia.
Hula, aloha.
Hula, hello.
Hula, hello.
In case people will wonder why you're wearing, but you're always beautiful, Mia. So it's not a curious thing, you know. So, yeah. All right, welcome. And this is the last Wednesday for the month of July, and we're talking about friendship.
Yes.
And for this week, Mia, take it away.
It's eco-friendly because we're talking about recycling.
Yeah, recycling and reusing.
Eco-friendly. Yes, earth-friendly.
Yay.
We're being friendly to the earth.
Mm-hmm. And to each other.
Yes.
And to our things. Yes. Go ahead and introduce our guest, Mia.
So Shallyn, am I pronouncing it right? Shallyn moved to Nevada from California in 2020. She really enjoys being creative and exploring the outdoors. She has 3 dogs, and she adores Jasper, Gigi, and Chico. She also loves gardening. Volunteering is something that she misses, and she hopes that she can find some opportunities to get involved in the community. I'm sure I can find something for you. Miss Shallyn Wyatt B. Welcome to the show, Shallyn.
Thank you.
Hey, welcome. Oh, yeah. So you already are involved in the community. And how I found her, Mia, is through our guest. Remember Ken?
Ken Lau.
Ken Lau. And Ken and I, we met through Buy Nothing Las Vegas. And that's where the idea came from, you know, having Shallyn as our guest. Hello, Shallyn.
Hi.
Tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Well, there's not too much to tell. I live pretty low profile life, you know, like I mentioned, like I like to be creative. So I can usually keep myself preoccupied at home. I really enjoy nature. Tons of house plants. A lot of house plants. You don't see any here, but they're all over the house. And yeah, I do the admin for the Buy Nothing group, but I also volunteer with another group that my friend started, which is a nonprofit art organization that she created for where we grew up, so we can bring art to the community. So that's something new that I'm also trying to get involved in. Well, that is in another state, so that makes it a little bit hard. But yeah, art and being creative are definitely, that's a big part of who I am. And so I try to do little bits of that wherever I can. And doing the Buy Nothing group, it's really nice, but I would really like to get out there where I can interact with people and volunteer in that way, because that's something that I used to do when I lived in San Diego. But I haven't really gotten a lot of that here. But it is really nice to get out into the community and volunteer and help on projects that are going on.
Yeah. So Mia was asking me, I think you asked me, like last week or 2 weeks ago,
Yes.
what was your question about Buy Nothing?
I actually was interested in our area, how to get involved in Buy Nothing in the Southwest area.
Okay. Well, there might be groups that are already made, but like I was mentioning to Dot, like you can always create a group. So if you just go to the Buy Nothing Project's website, they lay it all out for you. They have a little academy where you can read through all the rules, and they explain to you how you can set up a group. And you can do that on Facebook. And now they also have an app that you can download to your phone. But anybody can create a group, and then they have all the rules that you should follow if you're going to use their logo and you know their name as a nonprofit. But it's really easy to do. And that's kind of what happened to me, is that I was living in Sky Canyon area, and there was a group there, and I joined it. And then my boyfriend and I, we relocated, and I couldn't find a group for me to be in my new area. So I thought, well, I'll start a group. And then at first it was really slow, but then it kind of like took off. And it has become a larger group now. I don't know, like there's a lot of people in there, so you have to like monitor it and make sure that people are treating each other kindly, because sometimes, people can make comments and you have to, say, hey, you can't say that, or just delete the comments, or all of those things. But anybody can create a group. You can create it for just your zip code. You can create it for multiple zip codes. But it's really up to how you want to create that group. So
but basically, basically, what's the principle of buy nothing?
I think, well, I mean, let me open up a page here. So it is to like build your community, to get involved in your community, and then also share stuff. And by helping each other, hey, a lot of people just post what they have, clothes, different things
giving.
Like that.
It's giving,
things like actual things, but it doesn't have to end there. Like if you want to offer, hey, like if anybody needs some help cleaning up their yards, you can offer that too. So I think it really is what people make it, but you can't force people to say, hey, volunteer your time, it's much easier to give things away, but you would hope that you could build community and friendships and things like that, to kind of build your community and to have a strong bond with the people that live close by to you.
Yeah, it says here in rule number 1, it says you can give. I mean, I think this is really what we're also doing, no, in our community, but not among ourselves only. Give, you can ask, borrow. I saw someone saying, can I borrow?
Oh, you can borrow.
Tool, yes.
And I have seen people doing that. I need some scissors, like fabric scissors. Can I borrow some? And people will offer, like, I'll lend you my scissors or whatever. And of course, like, lending something to somebody that you don't know, like and then returning it is going to create some kind of trust between you and the people around you. So I think that's really great if you can do that, if you have the things that people are asking for. But it really just depends.
Yeah.
So is this like a group thread, or is it like a Facebook page?
It's a Facebook page. Okay. So you create the one. The one that I've created is for Centennial Hills area. So I've included several zip codes because it's a pretty big area to cover, and it's a little bit iffy on where that begins and ends. And whenever there's not a lot of groups, because people don't make the groups, then people want to join your group, and so that's hard for me to say, oh, you don't live close enough, like you can't be in the group. So you've seen a lot of smaller groups popping up, and I think that's really great, because then also you don't limit it to people who can drive. Like if you have a group that's smaller, somebody might be able to ask their neighbor for a ride, or ride their bike, or walk, like, oh, that's really close to me, I can just walk whenever it's not so hot.
So let's say there's an item that you're particularly interested in. Do you message the person, or do you...
Well, we encourage everybody to ask in the comments, because you want everybody to see the interaction that's happening. And so I think some groups choose to do it a little bit differently than others. So there's the rules, basic rules. And I think everybody kind of tweaks it a little bit to make it how they would like it to function. For me, I think that instead of just being like, oh, me, I'm next, or I'd like this, to make it a little bit more personal really works. I think the one time I've asked something in my group, because I don't want to because I'm the admin, I don't want to ask for things because I just want to kind of observe and let people do their thing. There was a t-shirt that I really wanted because it was a band shirt that me and my friend had gone to see last year. And I thought, oh, she would really like that. So I commented on the post and I told her, I don't want all the shirts. I just want that one because my girlfriend would really like it and she would be really excited about that. And so I think if you frame it that way, hey, I would like that, and this is why I would like it, and this is what I'm going to do with it. That's a good way to kind of communicate with each other and talk to each other instead of just making it like, I want that and no backstory to it. But you can just say, I want that.
What happens if like there's two people that want a particular item?
Well, so that's up to the person who posts it. They can pick whoever they want to pick. Sometimes people really just want to get rid of stuff, which I completely understand. When you're cleaning out your house and you've decided I want to get rid of this stuff, sometimes you just want to get rid of it fast. And sometimes other people are willing to wait a little bit longer, and they call it simmering, like let post simmer for a little while before you pick somebody, and also to let other people get a chance because not everybody is on Facebook at the same times. So sometimes people will pick, okay, I'm trying to get rid of this fast, pick somebody really quick. Other times people let it simmer. And then sometimes people will do like pick a number, assign everybody's name a number. And
or like a raffle.
Yeah, like kind of like that.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's up to the poster's discretion, like how they want to gift their gift. Yeah.
Yeah. The key word that I saw is gift economy.
Yeah, it's all about gifting to people, you know, and like you're talking about being eco-friendly, like, okay, we can do something nice for somebody that could really help somebody out because you don't know what other people are going through and how much something might help them.
Yes.
But also like good for the earth, you know, like instead of throwing this away or taking it to the thrift store where maybe they don't sell it and then they end up throwing it away. Give a chance for the item to have another life.
Yes. And it's a good chance to meet people as well. So yeah, I've had women mostly coming here to the house to pick up, you know, pots, Mia, flower pots. What is it? What else did I have? Oh my God, I have a lot of things that I gave away. And I was also able to get a baby gate.
Yeah.
For Aiden when the grandson came here. So I was able to get that. It's really wonderful because it speaks of abundance, you know, that the world is abundance and kindness, that there are kind people everywhere. You know, when I hear people saying that people are so cruel but in this group, in this gift economy, you just very generous souls.
Yeah, they really are. Like people really do put, like, you know, you see some really nice things and you think, oh wow, that's so nice of people to offer up when they could sell it. Really, like they could sell some of these items and choose to get in there and post it. But you know, that also I've had people message me about that, like, oh, I've seen this person is like selling this item, but that is another part of the group, you know, like you give it away. And of course you hope that somebody would be honest, like, hey, I'm going to sell this item. You can't force people to do that. So it's really, you have to accept it for what it is, that if you give it away, that this person, you don't know, they might sell it and they might really need the money. And so if they're selling it to make a little bit of money, but you open yourself up to that risk as well, as that your gift might go to somebody who's not going to actually use it, but resell it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the items, does it need to be new or?
No, not at all.
No. Yeah. Like, the pots that I gave away, they're dirty.
Yeah.
You just have to say, oh, this needs cleaning, you know, there's soil in it. And also
People will pick up
doggies?
dirt too.
Yeah.
Like some people will, if you have dirt, they might want it for their garden if they build a garden bed. So really, like, you could give away dirt and somebody could be happy to come get that. So it's really interesting to see what people post and what people might need. For a while, we moved into this place and somebody keeps having their vitamins delivered, and we've tried to reach out. We'll reach out to Amazon and we told them, these aren't our packages, like, stop sending them.
Right.
Was that you? Was that you?
Like, stop sending these vitamins here because this person doesn't live here. But they've done it, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 times. And finally I was like, what am I going to do with these? They're for 55 plus men. I'm like, I don't know anybody around me that I could give them to. So I thought, I'm going to post them in the group and see if anybody wants them. Somebody came and got them. They're brand new from Amazon.
Right.
I just took them out of the package because Amazon said, just throw them away. I was like, I don't want to throw them away. And I thought, I don't know if anybody's going to want them, but somebody picked them up.
Yeah, they're good vitamins.
Yeah, it's really eco-friendly. Like the title says, Mia. Yeah, it's really like that. So Mia here, Shallyn, she has given away so many of her wonderful branded winter clothes and purses and shoes to the, how do we describe them, Mia? The teachers,
They're not
exchange.
What do you call them now? They're not J1.
They're not J1 anymore. They're the special ed teachers.
Okay.
There are a Filipino special education teachers who are here for just a 5-year work visa to teach children with special needs. And just like what you said earlier off the camera, that coming here, you were shocked that the winter season can be very cold.
You feel like, I need a jacket, a real jacket.
Mia did that. She gave away so many things. What are you planning to give away, Mia?
Whatever. We have so many furnitures also that came from my clients. So we have a storage unit that we just pay every month. So we're trying to get rid of all those. So does it have to be? Is there a limit to a size that we can give out?
No,
even furnitures.
Give away whatever you'd like.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people can use those.
So give me.
Let
me see your furniture.
And people love furniture, because furniture is expensive. So people love furniture. Whatever you want to give away, you can give away. I really need to go through my stuff. I just have been putting it off, but I know I need to get rid of clothes. I need to go through my garage. I just, you know what? I said in the winter, I was like, it's too cold. I don't want to go out there in the garage. And now that it's hot, I'm like, I don't want to go out there. So when do I do it? I don't know.
Yeah, that's funny. Also, garage sale. Here's the thing, though. A part of us would like to sell because we could use the cash, right?
Yeah.
A part of us also says, it's better to give than to sell, But then there's also that part that says, I can also ask for something. So it's like all in there, except that we don't sell in this group. It's buy nothing. We don't recommend. What else that we do not recommend?
There's not supposed to be any trading either.
No trading.
And so that's something that I've been seeing in the group, is that people want to make trades. And I understand that, but you can always just post for what you want without anything in return. But the risk is you won't get what you're wanting in that trade. But the purpose is to give and kind of help each other out with the gifts instead of expecting something in return, because I think a lot of people they won't have anything. I see a lot of people posting like, I just got my first apartment, or I just moved, or like needing pots and pans and stuff like that. And they're not going to have anything to trade if they're just getting started. And I think
it makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes so much sense.
And you know what? Selling stuff takes so much time. Just give it away.
And you also need stuff too.
Yes, you also need stuff. You can also look for what you need. You can ask for it. Like, I need, I don't know, can you post services? Like, I'm going to give you free massage for, 2 people. Can you do that?
Yeah. If you're willing to do that, I mean, that's great. I think that's really nice to offer a free massage, or like I said, like if you need help pulling weeds, I'll come help you pull weeds. Like, I know that if someone was offering that, I would be like, please, because the front yard is full of weeds whenever it rains here. But yeah, you can offer that. Or, what else would somebody offer? To mow a lawn. I know there aren't that many lawns, or the little things like that. I'm sure that there's people that would really like that, especially as people get older and, I can't be pulling weeds, or cleaning up the leaves or stuff like that. Those are probably really good ideas that should be talked about in the group. Like, hey, you guys can offer acts of service.
Oh, nice. Acts of service. Speaking of weeds, then of course we also need to keep it legal. That's rule number 2. Only legal stuff. So we cannot give away drugs or or pornographic materials, honestly, sometimes you don't know what people are giving away. I
haven't seen anything like that. I've seen alcohol, and people are like, I need to see your ID, which is good. You also don't want to get yourself in trouble. Like, you can't be just passing alcohol out to whoever comes knocking on your door. But that is the only thing I've seen where I'm like, okay, that might be a little bit, iffy, because you do need to check. Everybody gets carded up the store now. I think I read something about, if you were born, I can't remember what it was, but if you look under 40, they have some new rule where they're carding everybody. And so I would be a little bit skeptical to give alcohol away, but I see people do that sometimes.
Yeah, okay. So we are coming to the second half of our show now, half of our time now. It's called halftime.
Oh, right.
Is that what you call it? Halftime? Halftime. When we come back, let's talk about our wait who what. Our wait who what Mia is. Mia, I will let her ask the question, then we can answer her. What is it?
What is our wait who what is? Do you go to thrift stores and garage sales?
Yes. Okay. When we come back, we'll answer that. So don't go away for our ad. Okay, we're back. Hello again. Welcome to the second portion of On the Dot. Earlier, we asked you the wait who what question, and we will send you the videos. We'll play the videos, I think, before we end the show, right, Mia? We can do that. Not right now. But right now, will answer the question. Go ahead. You first, Madam Mia.
Me, yeah, we do. And actually, my kids, they enjoy going to thrift stores. In fact, they love the vintage outfits there. I think it's coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, they enjoy thrift thrift store shopping.
Oh, yeah, they call it thrifting.
Yes,
Thrifting,
vintage shopping.
vintage shopping. There's a lot at the Arts District.
Mhm,
Do they
yeah.
go there?
Yes, they do. But they go to Goodwill actually.
Goodwill,
Mm.
Savers, where
Yeah.
else? There's a good one. The
Deseret,
Deseret.
yep.
Yes,
Salvation
Deseret.
Army.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Uh-huh.
love thrift stores.
Yes, you do. You do.
Yeah, I do.
What do you
I
get
love-
from thrift stores, Shallyn?
I buy most of my clothes from the thrift store, shorts, pants. I wear like a lot of slacks and things like that for work. You know what? It's just today had to be the day that I wasn't wearing a thrifted shirt, but my pants are thrifted. My jeans that I'm wearing are from the thrift store. I love buying pants because $10. Where can you buy jeans for $10? And to me, like I just don't see the point in buying new stuff because it's just so expensive and life is expensive and I just don't see the point in it for me. I'm like, I don't need to. Every once in a while I splurge on something new, but then I'm like, I could have found this for way less money at the thrift store. But yeah, and then decorations for my house, just all sorts of things you can buy at the thrift store, and it's eco-friendly. It's good for the earth, and why not? Good for the earth and good for your wallet.
Yeah. Also garage sales.
Yep. Yeah. I haven't been to many garage sales since I've been here, but I'm gonna have to check one out down the street because my neighbors, they have one like all the time. They're always putting stuff out to sell. I'm gonna have to go down there.
Maybe your neighbor gets from buy nothing and then sells it.
Maybe, right?
Who knows?
Yeah.
How about you, Dot? Do you go to
Oh, yes.
thrift stores?
I enjoy it's a brand new thing for me when I came here because I only experienced a thrift store. There's only one where I used to live in Iloilo, and it's a vintage.
Oh, really? Oh.
It's a vintage thrift store and very fabulous, gorgeous gowns and purses with glitters from the 1950s, 1960s. And I just got one little purse from there. Well, this was like 15 years ago from Iloilo, my island, Shallyn, an island in the Philippines. So when I got here, couple of my friends said, let's go to Goodwill. And, what is Goodwill? I had no idea. And everything is so very cheap, but also good quality. And at first, I was hesitant because you never know those things you never know where they're from, right? I said, this is a dead man's item or and all that. But we bought, like garden stuff, side tables, nightstands, things that they're okay. You can clean them, Yeah, but not underwear.
No. Not even swimsuits.
No. Yeah,
I bring home everything and immediately into the washing machine it goes.
Yes.
But yeah, no, not the undergarments. One thing that I see there that I feel so sad about is I see people's paintings and art that you can see that somebody took the time to make them, and that now they're there and possibly like someone's passed away and all their stuff has ended up there. So I've bought a few oil paintings and I've thought, there's signs. You can see where they've signed them. And I thought, I'm going to bring that home. Somebody spent a lot of time painting these flowers and there's a story there. And I like that. I think, somebody painted that. Somebody really liked that. It was already framed. I have one, it's a vase of flowers. It's already in a frame, oil painted. And I thought somebody like took the time to do this and I'm going to give it a new life in my house.
Well, earlier, Mia, earlier she talked about, Shallyn talked about her artwork. She's an artist.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Okay. So she's also thinking of making a vending. What is that? Selling her art through a vending machine.
Oh,
Uh,
wow.
Yeah, I've seen these vending machines. Maybe you've seen them in the arts district. I think that they have them there, and they also have them at Area 15, where people create small pieces of art. I think they're pretty small, and then they'll go from like $5 to $20, and you have to create 15 of them, and then you can put them in the machine. But I haven't figured out quite how to do it yet, who I need to contact and how I get involved in it. But it's something I would like to do. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
I've never seen this vending machine with artwork, but that's a good idea.
Yeah, it's really cool. I see it, like I said, at Area 15, and then I'll see that people are buying them, and I think that's really nice that somebody's created that opportunity for local artists, because I know that it's locals that are putting the art in those machines.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, well, I'm interested in that. I can sell my drawings if I knew
Yeah.
how. Yeah, why not? Right. So here's a thought. First Friday, right?
Yeah.
First Friday where it's music and art events. What if the Buy Nothing people would go there and bring everything that I want to give away, and they just give away? What do you think will happen? Do you think First Friday will allow that?
I don't know. That would be really cool, because that's something that I know that when I lived in San Diego, that the group there, they somehow found a space, and they would have like a Buy Nothing garage sale where people would bring their stuff and just put it all out on tables, and then everybody could kind of walk around and take what they wanted. And I wanted to do that, but I really didn't know where I could do it for free, because obviously I don't have the money to like rent a space out. But I tried reaching out to some churches, because I thought, maybe they would let us do this in a parking lot or somewhere like that. But I didn't get a lot of traction on that. But yeah, that would be really, really cool if everybody could just bring their stuff, put it out, and then kind of mingle around and take what they need, and then to also take home whatever they don't get rid of.
That would be interesting.
Yeah. I know they did it with clothes. It was like a clothing thing where you brought clothes.
Oh, we did that, Mia.
Yeah.
Oh, at the Arts District at the First Friday?
No, I think you were supposed to be there, Mia, but
yes,
missed
at
the time, when we exchanged clothes. So that was
yeah.
clothes and accessories, jewelry, fake jewelry, purses, belts. Yeah.
I think it's a new concept now. They do that a lot. The dress swap. I think it's a very good idea. Yes.
I'm really excited about this Buy Nothing concept.
Yes, it's a good concept. How long has this been going on?
You know what? I think that I can't remember when the project started, when they started their nonprofit, but it's been going on for a while, because I think maybe 2013, so about 10 years. Because the first time I joined one, I think, was in 2013. I would have to double check, because I'm not sure, but I was living in San Diego, and that's when I first saw it online, and I thought, I'm gonna join this, and it was really nice. I think I got some shelves, and one day my blinds broke, and I was renting, and I wanted curtains to cover the window, and I saw this woman, she posted like these really colorful curtains, and I wanted them. And I was like, I want those curtains. And so I showed up to her house, and she was packing up to move, and I told her, oh yeah, like my blinds are broken, so I'm looking for some curtains to put in the window. And she's like, well, what size blinds do you need? And I told her like about what size. She's like, I have blinds too. So she gave me the blinds and the curtains, and I replaced the blinds in my apartment. And I told her, well, I'll help you pack and move or do whatever you need while I'm here. And so I kind of hung out and I helped her move some stuff around, and then I went on my way. And I thought, wow, that was really, really nice that she gave me the blinds and the curtains. You know, she was really kind, and I stuck around to help her move some stuff she needed help with, and it was really nice experience. It was a much smaller community, so I think it was easier to kind of have those interactions where here things are kind of spread out. And I think that also during the summer the temperature just like takes it out of your like, I don't want to go anywhere.
You don't want to go anywhere. Yeah. But Mia here, she goes everywhere regardless of the season.
I'm all over the place.
Mia, what do you do with your costumes? Do you you have several costumes like Filipino and Hawaiian dance costumes. Do you have storage for that?
No, it's actually provided. Like Filipiniana provides for our costumes, and Nahula provides for our costumes too.
Then you return it back
we
to the
return it.
custodian. Okay.
Yeah. So
and then you recycle, redesign. Yes.
And they've had it for years already. So yeah.
Yeah.
Do
Okay,
you
that's
guys make
good.
the flowers that you put in your hair?
This one, yeah.
Oh,
This
that's
one,
so nice.
we I think we purchased this, but we get to keep it. So because it's like a personal, we always have this. Like it's part of the uniform. It's a uniform look. I don't usually wear my hair like this. And I don't usually wear this much makeup. But yeah, it's a part of the stage.
Yeah, stage makeup.
Look.
Stage look. Yeah. And so that's basically the buy nothing, and that's how our culture is really evolving in these times. Now while conflicts are going on all over the world, at the same time, kindness and compassion and generosity are also springing forth in the different parts of the world. And while people can be so greedy, people can also be so generous and giving and kind to the earth. I just read, I think months ago, how the U.S. sends tons and tons of clothing materials to which part of Africa is this? And there's nothing. What can be done to these fabrics, and the risks that women undergo while treating the fabrics for recycling? Like literally recycling involves chemicals, breaking down the material and turning them into another kind of material that really involves chemicals. And a lot of women and children involved in this, they are exposing themselves to illness. So that's why I really appreciate the buy nothing community, the gift economy.
Yeah, it makes sense too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's also with fast fashion, with things being like poorly made and quickly produced, and then just being mass marketed to people, it's really horrible because it's bad, and the clothing doesn't last. If you find something, and I can see like the brands that are really cheap, and you can see how they like start to disintegrate, or they just don't hold up. And so it's another reason why like buying things from the thrift store, you could buy a quality item. We could buy this new item that's really cheap online, that may or may not last. But I think the fast fashion is really bad for
that too. Yes, that's so true. Yeah. Easy come, easy go.
Yeah.
And then there's the electronics. What do you do with I have not explored where the junk electronics go, how they are recycled. That's another area of study.
Yeah.
Like your dead cell phone,
Yeah.
your what's this? Your earphone that no longer
Yeah.
works. What I do with this, like chargers that no longer work, I use them to tie my plants or tie my
Yeah.
my my
Reuse.
comforter. Yeah,
Right.
reuse. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of reuse, I'd like to take this opportunity of announcing, Mia, the event we're having, the Filipino American Heritage Foundation. We're talking
Yes.
about fashion, okay? We're gonna have recycling, not really recycling. There's a fashion designer who's repurposing materials and making them into brand new fashion
Oh,
gowns.
really?
And yes, so we will be featuring her in October.
Yes.
Fun.
Pumpkin Eye. Yeah, Pumpkin Eye. All right. So, how about some announcements, Mia, of the UP?
Yes, so we're going to have the Philippine Consular Outreach on August 12 and 13. All business owners are invited. There's vendor tables available for $200 for 2 days. You can rent that table and you can distribute your flyers and samplers. No selling involved. But yeah, all business owners are invited. August
This will
12 and
be
13 at the 6350 Phil-Am Central
yes.
from
So
9 to 5.
9 to 5. Applications should be done online at the Philippine Consulate General in LA,
Los Angeles.
not New York.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Mia, how about our quote for
Yes, yes.
today? And let's
Amen.
ask what Shallyn thinks about that.
And I wanted to add also, some I was gonna say, the cliche of somebody's waste or somebody's junk is somebody's treasure.
Yeah,
Right?
what's the word?
Somebody's what do you
Once
put it?
one man's trash is one
Is one
man's
Yeah.
treasure.
It's another man's
treasure.
treasure.
Right,
Something like
yeah.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ganyan. Yeah. So our quote is from Margaret Mead.
Ah,
We have to learn to cherish this earth and cherish it as something fragile. That's the only one, and it's all we have.
yeah. Yeah. What do you think of that, Miss Wyatt?
I mean, that's true, and just talking about clothing and the buy nothing and repurposing things, like it's true. And it's easy to get caught up in, wanting new things or even being hesitant about buying used things. Like all of this is relatable, but really, like, where does this stuff go? Right? Where does it go? What happens to it? And I think that the younger generations are starting to care more about how things are made. Like, okay, we don't want things made this way if we can make them this way and they're better. You see, like, what Starbucks is like limiting straws, and paper straws are a thing, and all these little things, and you hope, okay, well, maybe this is going to help, but really, I think buying quality stuff and keeping it for as long as you can. I know that I bought some stuff from IKEA and I'm like, why did I do this? Like, this thing is just falling apart. Like, like it doesn't last. But it's just so easy to buy those things because it's cheaper and it's better. But it's true. Like, we only have this one planet, and how much trash can it hold, really? I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Oh yes, we only have one planet, one Earth, so we should take care of it.
Yes, and if we throw irresponsibly, what goes around comes around.
Yeah. And you see that in our oceans. How much trash is in our oceans, and they talk about like the microplastics and all that stuff, because we just, so much stuff gets dumped in the ocean, and all the plastic bottles we use. Like, how did we end up going from glass bottles? At one point, everything was in glass bottles, and we made this shift to plastic. Well, why did we do that? And why don't we go back? Because glass is recyclable, and we can reuse it and reuse it and reuse it. So why are we not doing that? But I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a business person, but yeah, I do. Like I said, I love plants. So I love nature, and I would hate for all that to be destroyed for the younger generations.
Right. Yeah, I'm also trying to grow a jungle here at home.
I wish I was a green thumb.
Oh, you can do it, Mia. Just water once a week. You can do it.
You just have to keep trying. And I read this quote, and they said, if you don't have plants dying in your garden every once in a while, you aren't even gardening. Like everybody has plants die, so keep trying. And I have house plants. If you guys want some clippings, I'll give you some house plants, because I have so many plants. I have to trim them because they just get so big and viney, and I'm like, I don't want to throw them away. So I started up some little pots of plants that hopefully I'll post them in the group and see if, I'm sure somebody wants some house plants.
Since you're very near me, I might want some. But when I come back, because we're still flying out of the country in a couple of months. So that's also my concern. Who takes care of stuff when we're gone? But then that's another story, Yeah, so maybe I can ask for someone. Hey, would somebody like to babysit my plants? Yeah, right?
You could,
All righty.
And I will give you some plants.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I will receive. I will also give you some. Yeah. And I started giving plants as a Christmas present.
All right. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I mean, they grow. If they die, then that's your fault.
I think that's the only plant that lived.
Oh, really, Mia?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good.
You just have to keep trying.
Just water a little, talk to your plants and all that. But thank you so much, Shallyn.
Thank you, Shallyn.
Thank you guys.
It's been a delicious conversation. I would just say that, it's yummy to be talking about love for our life, love for our planet.
And I think the project or the Facebook page is very refreshing.
Yeah.
They did.
I hope you can get into one, Mia.
Yeah. Yes. I look for that in our area, or we can start something.
Mm-hmm.
I know that there is. Let me see, because I have some notes about the groups. Because I try to refer people whenever they ask to join the group. If there is another group that's going to be closer to them, I try to say, hey, like, you should join this group because it's going to cover your immediate area. And so let me see if I have a note, because you said you were in the Southwest. Yeah, so there's a Southwest Las Vegas group. I don't know what zip code you're in, but it probably covers your area. But like I said, if it doesn't, you can start one for just your zip code. I've seen people start them just for like a 55 plus community, and they only want the people in their community. And I think that that's great too. Like, if that's what you feel comfortable with, and you want to share a really tight knit community, go for it. That's really nice. If that's what makes you feel safe, I think that's good.
What's the zip code in the Southwest area? I'm familiar with the zip codes. I'm a realtor, so I kind of know where the areas are.
So it covers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It covers 13 zip codes. You want me to read them all off?
No, just one.
It's 89054.
Oh, anything else? 891 that starts with 1.
Yeah, 89103. 89113.
Okay.
Yeah, you can send me a message, and I can send you a link to their group.
That's good.
Yeah, and if they don't cover your zip codes, really suggest just making a group for your area. If you want to spend the time kind of making sure that there's no trouble, but also because there's scammers. So
right. I was thinking about that. Who monitors those, like security for the Facebook page, and who monitors it?
So whoever starts the group helps monitor it. And then you can add extra people. At this point, I think I need to add extra people. I just don't know how to go about it. In the beginning, it was easier because it was a smaller group, and I saw one person interacting a lot, and I thought, okay, she's interacting a lot, and I asked her, and I've been thinking about how do I find somebody else, that will help. And so I'm not sure how to go about that, but I would like to, Grace and we met up. I wanted to meet her because I think that that's a good way. Oh, we're going to do this and you're going to help. We can be on the same page. So maybe I'll see if anybody's willing to meet up with me for coffee, but I know stranger danger.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, all right. Thank you, Shallyn.
Okay. So thank you everyone for staying with us, but don't go yet because we would like to invite you to watch the videos that we took of people answering the question if they're doing garage sales and thrift shops. So thank you so much. So stick around and finish the video all the way to the end. And to all viewers, bye. Shallyn, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you in August.
August. See you next month. Bye.
Bye.
Wow.
Hi, my name is Anna. Dot asked me if I shop thrift stores. Yes, my go-to is the Salvation Army thrift store. When my husband was in residency training, my youngest was just 6 months old and my eldest a preteen. To furnish a rental home, we bought a blue recliner and a matching blue sofa from the Salvation Army. The boys loved it. Since then, we've moved here into our own home. I still shop there sometimes, and let me show you some of the stuff that I bought. This bright yellow ceramic pitcher, a set of knives, glass bowl, this lamp, and some Filipino pieces, all for a few dollars. I love it.
Hi, this is Kelly. I am a mom of 2 boys and I am an entrepreneur and I work from home. So I love shopping at discount stores like Ross, Marshalls, Nordstrom Rack. You know why? Because they have everything under the sun and it's almost 50% off the mall prices. I worked in retail before as a brand manager, so I know how these things work. So if you're not looking for anything trending or in season, you can go to these stores. In fact, I found so many nice clothing, like even big brands in those stores, and it still look great. It's not on trend, and I don't like following the trend. So for me, that works, and I save a lot of money while looking good. So I highly encourage that you go there if you want to save some bucks.